Good day everyone. In this video I just want to send out a thank you to all the people that have contacted me, that have showed concern for me when they actually saw what happened when the Hawks put out a media release to try and find me. They said that I was someone with very important information with regards to one of the cases they were investigating, and they chose to put out a media release with a picture of my face on it. This was put in Algoa FM. It was put on the SAPS Facebook page, as well as the media release that the Hawks for Priority Crimes put out themselves, and it was also put on the IRS Facebook page. Now, many of the people would have seen that, and they would have seen my subsequent video of what happened subsequently. And it is clear, after two phone calls, one that I made to the Brigadier at the Hawks that was specifically mentioned in the article, and then I received a call from another investigator in the Hawks yesterday morning. It was just after 7, very early, and it became apparent to me, especially with the tone that was used, not from the Brigadier but the investigator, that they are trying to find out what I know in general. I don't think this has anything to do with a specific case. I told him why. I asked him why my face would still be up on the South African Police Service Facebook page when I've already responded in the post. I'm actually all over the thread in the post, and I'm even writing in capital letters so that they can't miss it. But it's clear that the intention was never to find me, because as I've mentioned before, that a police captain that has been following me for a period of time, that's a spokesperson himself, contacted me early that morning, told me that he had already spoken to the Brigadier at the Hawks, and even he himself had trepidation as to their motivation in doing what they're doing, because as everyone knows, I'm probably one of the easiest people in the public domain to be contacted, because I leave my contact details everywhere. And I find it difficult to think that people that should investigate violent crime or serious crime or priority crimes, that they cannot find someone like me. And they say that what they do is they put out something like they put out to find or locate somebody. I think they had a problem with what I said in the video. I don't think they are actually interested in anything with regards to the case, based on the evidence I'm seeing right now, and I hope they're watching this video, because what you need to remember as the Hawks is that I have a public following of people, and these people are awake, not woke. They are awake to looking out for things that are obvious. And I really want to thank the people that have gone onto these Facebook threads and responded there. And I think the IRS was sorry enough. They got rid of their post, as well as the Hawks withdrawing their post. But for the South African Police Service and for Algoa FM to keep the post up when they have no reason to do so, because I'm easy to find. I just want to tell you that I put out 2 tweets, and I actually attached Algoa FM. I put it at Algoa FM and Algoa FM News, where I said, here I am, I'm not a mystery man. If you look at the words they're using, they're trying to create a certain impression about me. And in the Algoa FM article, it is clear that the interest is not to find me. Both tweets I put out was not retweeted, which means that they are blocking those tweets from being put out, because my other tweets get hundreds of retweets often. So when there's no response after putting out the tweet, you need to know that there's a very specific operation with regards to controlling the information that you put out. And this is where I'm really grateful that I am on a platform such as YouTube, where I can put the information out, and they will allow it to be put out if it follows their rules and regulations. And if anything is removed, it's because the World Health Organization moaned and bitched about it, or because it actually violated their own regulations, in which case they would tell you beforehand. They won't actually post the video. Okay. So I really want to thank the massive response and the amount of people that contacted me not only with well wishes, but with concerns for many things. And I listen to all of you, but just understand that because of what I've done up until now, and for the period of time I've been busy with what I'm doing, I always expected things like this to happen, and this is the first time that they've actually gone to a public platform. The problem is I was already ahead of them. This is why I put my contact details everywhere, so that when they do something like this, the embarrassment is on them. And they actually look completely stupid and incompetent. And I believe that these posts that they put out achieved exactly that. And it's an embarrassment for any organization. If you can't find someone like me and you need to actually investigate priority crimes, there's not much hope. It's actually quite sad. And hopefully they will rectify this soon. And you know, if they really care about fixing these problems, or if they believe that what I know is serious enough, they would want to meet with me immediately. Not say I'll contact you next week and then have a meeting with you. And yes, I hope that you are watching this and listening to what I'm saying, because you need to seriously consider this. You should know that I have an intelligence background. You should know that I spent 8 years in that background, and during that time I didn't only learn a lot, but I applied many things. And it's important to understand that you cannot threaten me, you cannot bamboozle me, you can do none of those things, because I'm way ahead of you. I always have been. So all you can do is try and injure my reputation. Well, now you've seen how that has backfired, and I'm not sure how you're going to deal with it. In fact, the only thing you can do is literally physically remove the life out of me, because as long as I'm alive, I'm going to continue the work I'm doing on the ground. It's the most patriotic thing I can do. I want to make sure that South Africa is freed from international and global interests that want to take our freedom away. And I'll keep on fighting till my last breath. I've said this many times. So no one is going to stop me. There's many other people doing this as well. People like Debbie Els, Reiner de Beer. I can mention many people that are fighting on the ground for your freedom. And I really want you to support them as much as you can. And I might not always agree with everything they say or do. But the people that want freedom at the end of the day, they make it clear through their actions. And the actions of the hawks, in this case, putting out a press release, I can believe if they say they didn't know who I was, that they put out this press release. But the moment I make contact with them and they know who I am, what is the purpose of having these posts all over the place? There's only one purpose. It's trying to create an impression that is false. And you know, when people say, but I'm now a fugitive and the hawks are looking for me and I'm in trouble with the hawks, and all sorts of other comments, because people don't actually read articles. They just see my face and they see the headline, and then they comment based on that. I feel sorry for those people. It must be difficult being a human in this world, especially during a time such as this, to make out what is going on out there. It must be really debilitating when you have that kind of mind, and you must be really confused. Well, I'm not confused. I know exactly what is happening, because I know the plan from the late 1700s to the end game. I know where we are in that timeline of that plan, and I know, because of that, what should happen next, and the things that will be put in place to make that happen. And I speak about it long beforehand. I asked this investigator to go and watch my videos, my moments in time, and question everything serious, so that he understands who he's dealing with. And then hopefully we can have a good conversation one day when I decide on my terms. So I will have a meeting with the Hawks. The Hawks will not have a meeting with me. It's not going to happen that way. It never will. And any documentation or information that I have is my own personal information and my own personal documentation. It doesn't belong to the Hawks or the police or anyone else. You cannot transcribe my mind and my life experiences and my history and remove it, because I've already spread it with thousands of people across the country. There's already numerous people that have these documents and copies of these documents in their possession. Because of one thing this investigator asks is, I must show him all the documents I have. He wants to see them. the original documents. There is no way in hell that that is going to happen. I will divulge information with him, but that is where it's going to stop. So, you know, he will have to come with a court action to compel me to show documents from the past, but he knows that everything that I put out there is already in the public domain. And anything else I discuss in my meetings with people face to face is in my brain. It's here. It's things that I've experienced, and I don't know how you can undo that except to literally get rid of me. And if that is what they want to do, then it's going to embarrass him even more. Because of my past experience in intelligence, I've put everything in place years ago and continuously to make sure that they cannot stop the work. Because it's not about me. I'm not a leader. The people are the leaders. They will want freedom. And I've highlighted everything that will happen in future that will turn them into action. That will get those people to take action in future. So I'm not sure what benefit they will get when I decide to meet with them. And if they cannot do anything about the situation that we are in, it's a futile meeting. It's absolutely pointless. And it's going to be interesting to see how things transpire. I just wanted to bring you this information so that you know exactly what is going on. And the one thing that they need to consider is that I have an open channel on YouTube. I discuss things with the members on YouTube. I don't keep secrets from them. I tell them what is happening in my life. They get to meet me and my family. I have a wife. I have 4 kids. I have 3 kids from a previous marriage. So 7 kids in total. They are all grown up already. And all of my family know who and what I am. And they know why I'm doing what I'm doing currently. And it's for them and the future that they're going to live. I want my kids to be free to make their own choices. Bad choices, good choices, it doesn't matter. They have a right to make choices without other people telling them how to live their life. And I will fight to the death to ensure that. I really want to thank everyone that is a part of this community. Thank you to all the people that have joined the Double O Des membership community. We are just short of 650 members now, and it's really exciting to see these members blossoming as they're learning. I'm really looking forward to the live stream, the live chat tonight at 8 o'clock. There's going to be a lot to talk about. I'll be giving you a lot more detail. And yes, this is how we change the country, one person at a time, not one big bang. And all over the mainstream media. The mainstream media is our enemy. They have given me no reason to trust anything they do or believe anything they do. And I make this apparent in my videos within the new series. If this is not very, very apparent by now, then you haven't watched with integrity or with intent to understand and comprehend what I'm saying. So I really want to thank the people that do make that effort. Nobody has to. People do it out of their own free will. And I really want to thank all the young people, especially that showed massive support for me. The fact that I speak my truth and I give my perspective on history as well as the future. Thank you very much. Till the next video.